I have something important to share. I also have Matthias doing his circulation in my field, and he's always a part of the instigation of some things that end up sitting in like my investigatory field. So if something keeps occurring and it's obviously not my energy or how I feel, but I may have experienced something of it, guides, can we please clear my throat because I have Matthias to my left, or any attachment he's got going on, because I'm not stopping. So in the investigatory process of what is getting my attention, I allow my soul to work with me, with that process of literally most of the time, how can I help? So that's where the soul and we're not separate, but that's where I bring forth how I can help. And I'll only do that if all the notes are hit for a message to present. So the notes being information comes in to match the question. Can we help the frequencies of the issue present? And so if the notes hit with my soul, like heavenly, something will be there, like something will present. So that's enough explanation, because as I do start to go to different areas, I just need to get to the purpose of this, because I've got Matthias finding ways to distract me, and with all good purpose and intent, I don't stop what I'm doing for energetic entity distraction. So I'm not going to focus on that as much, and I give all requests over to the highest light source to assist in that, so this message can come forth. So this message is a meditation. So if you want to join along, it is for the busy minds, which can be a good majority of us at different times, although I'm feeling the energy of peace and calm in the uprising evolution for like all soul tribe on earth that I'm connected to in this light network. I'm feeling like we have been greeted by the light fully, especially through the Lion's Gate, and that is essentially the invitation of our new earth, more and more meeting us. We root it down. We become more like powerful based with Mother Earth, magnetically working together, heaven and earth. So I'm feeling, even though like I've come through periods in my life where I had, you know, and we all did in this 3D that we're coming out of, where you just ask yourself, how in the hell am I going to get through this busy mind, or what in the hell's going on with like how I feel, because like my physicality is like, you know, it's hard to keep up sometimes with the balance of everything going on. So you have to find ways or work out ways as to how to balance. And so the best ways I ever found was quiet and repeating to myself from all the different, you know, investigatory of different meditations, learning different spiritual teaching, understanding, and what sat true for me was just the simplicity of you just got to resign to letting go. So it's just simplified with let go, let go, let go. And even if your mind is like way busy, because if there's anything going on with an imbalanced feeling in the body, then there's something going on in the mind that's just too much. Either you're taking on too much thought that's leading to stress about a particular thing, or can be relations, or, you know, you're thinking a certain thing about yourself, or it's the mind, right? And if we let the mind run away with us, then the emotions are going to be like an identifier in the attachment of what we're letting our minds run away with, because they work together. An emotion can trigger a mind memory, or like a pattern, subconscious pattern, that will, you know, be triggered again, and then you could be off and running in the mind again and the emotions, and you're feeling drained as a human, and you got to keep up with life, etc. So anyway, it's the mind. So just know, and don't blame yourself in a way that says, I haven't got life sorted out and I can't figure it out, and or it can lead down the tracks of all sorts of I'm not good enough, I'll never have what I want, nothing ever goes my way, anything along the lines of this. It's the mind. It's not essentially like your spirit high vibrational soul, because they are simplified. The spirit is of heaven sent, so it's naturally high. It's when the human's mind, they don't train it, that I'm letting my mind run away with my physicality, run away with my well-being, run away into things. So, you know, for various reasons, this meditation is coming to the forefront, because for various reasons, we may not have programming through all of like the 3D stuff we have to deal with and imbalances. We may not have, for whatever side of the coin you look at it, we may not have trained ourselves or had assistance with training ourselves, like as children. Like self-soothe is the word I need to get out, because, you know, you get soothed as a baby, you get soothed as a young child, you get soothed through, you know, traveling through the younger years and into teens, and that's when the teens sort of say, oh, you know, I don't really need you doing things for me and stuff like that, right? So you want to hope that they've got enough understanding of how to not blame themselves when things go wrong, not like think the worst all the time. You want to hope they've got a way of saying, you know, a foundation that says, my issues in life are not me, like my problems are not me. And that they have enough creativity, sort of variety and focus, that when they do start to feel a certain way, they'll self-soothe naturally. They'll gravitate towards something they know brings them peace, or they'll talk, or they'll reach out, they will soothe, they will depend upon their internal resource that they can find a way, or they will ask, or they will research. There is never like not away, which is why, you know, so much happening on this earth, people can not ask for help and actually learn ways to take care of themselves better, and didn't experience it as a child perhaps, or think that they're too strong to do activities that are like replenishment, like, oh, I don't have to do that, or I don't have time to do that, or, you know, I couldn't possibly fit that in, I've got too much going on. So, you know, you can't be a superhero kind of thing in life, like have lots of things going on without the foundation of taking care of yourself. And when someone else can't be there for you, you can depend on yourself. So that's a real important point, because sometimes, like, when children might hurt themselves and parents just go straight to the savior instead of seeing how the child can strengthen, you know, it's like, I am capable of taking care of myself. So there's this all different sides of how we may not grasp that there is solutions, no matter what our background is, to be disciplined enough to say, okay, I'm exhausted, or I'm stressed out a lot, or I'm dependent on others a lot. I need to learn ways, techniques, soothing, that I get to know myself at the same time, as in I strengthen my soul. Because we came to experience the 3D, we are not it. We need to nourish and soothe that we are a soul. And it's a great way to connect with what truly is the creative, inspirational endeavors that light you up. So meditation being a very important soul soothing to connect with that. And so, like, from that kind of nourishment, when you get back up and get into the world, remember that nourishment needs to be included as much as you can in your thought process, not to keep reinstating same old patterns as well, because that's a part of, well, more time to get to know your soul, less time clearing out stress. You know, less stress build up if you can catch yourself before you instigate things you know set you on a track of stress. This is all a part of, like, the cycle of taking care of yourself, so that you can, you know, how you can feel soothed and connect with that inner peace, right? Because heaven, the light of us and heaven, is peace. It's always there. It just may have been covered up for years with thinking. And then so self-soothe doesn't become like something you're learning. It just becomes something you know. You have peace inside, and you will make sure you connect with that first, because it's a nourished earth. Your physicality. If you don't have a nourished earth, your physicality is your earth. You know, just like Mother Earth physicality, if we didn't have her, we wouldn't be here. If we didn't have a physical form, we wouldn't be here. So we've got to take care of the whole container process of taking care of that earth. Which means, what do we have operating the system? The mind. So watch what you think, how much you think it, why you might start thinking it, why you have to keep adding emotions that get you caught up in anxious perceived as this is who I am, this is my building blocks, like this is who I've become, I am anxious. Essentially, anxiety has come from repeated patterns, most likely of avoiding situations where you didn't face fears. So if you don't face fears, they're going to be in your system, and they are what you're going to identify with and call, this is who I am. It's fears. It's fears. It's fears. They're illusions. So if you learn to self-soothe and positively influence your mind with self-talk, you can strengthen yourself before you enter environments where you know anxiety comes up, because what are the fears? Well, literally, you can change your energy field. So there's ways of doing that. But that's for another time, like actually going within yourself and saying, well, I actually fear because of this. Now, that's not a permanent state of being. Fear was in that sentence. It's an illusion. So you break it down and dissolve it. You don't want it anymore. And you adopt new ways that come in over the top as the fear dissolves. But like I said, I feel like it's for another time, but we can touch on it briefly by, if you want a fear to dissolve, fears, because they're never usually singular. There's an attachment, a thought, an emotion, and then it's just like a blob of energy that says, that's who I am. And you, for some reason, keep it going. And that can happen in like inexperienced minds. Like you gotta open your mind and let go. Otherwise fears won't dissolve. So if you nurture a fear, you're going to have anxiety. So you put consciousness to, it's okay, I just feel this sometimes. It's not going to be a big thing. I'm going to breathe. I'm going to teach myself that I don't care so much what other people think, because we're all thinking something at some stage. And so we're all like motors of thought. If I had to keep up with what everyone was thinking about me, or even letting myself go there, I'd go into an anxiety situation. So you've got to stop identifying with your worth is from the outside. Literally, it's the most liberating and empowering energy supply by letting that go. You free yourself. The outside world does not have power over me. And a word I used to use when I noticed some anxiety coming up years ago in a new situation as a new mum, because mothers can be quite judgmental when they're around each other, and you can just feel the different thoughts going on. And so that was one situation where I didn't want to know or care, but it just felt like, you know. And so I just adopted through my own spiritual practices, noticing when I would feel like a little bit of speed in my circulation. I was just like, and it was just, it's like worry energy that wasn't even mine. So it was probably, you know, in the atmosphere, because, you know, mothers go through a lot. And so I would talk this fear out of my system by just choosing 5 words that resonated, and sometimes those words would change, but it would be like fearlessness. I am fearlessness. To get out of my system that's what I was. Like, I'm not carrying anyone's fear. And it's amazing how you can cycle through the vibrations when you purposely are saying it. You can clear it. And it did. So it would be like fearlessness, grace, love, strength. Just words along the lines that had me beating any fear out of my field. So like, you don't have a place here. I am these things. So I didn't know that this chat was going to go into this, but it just feels all a part of, if we don't self-soothe ourselves just by something like that, or meditations on a regular basis that really allow us to drop out of the mind. Because when you drop out of the mind, your body can rest and release. And the more you surrender to it, which I think is why this talk is happening, because it is a time coming up to the second eclipse, I think, on the 28th, but just this period of strong light, of bringing things up to the surface for a release, and it's a huge doorway for like permanent change. So surrender, where you can find, and there's that many, find someone that you're resonant to in the meditation world, like those creating meditations. Find whatever, just, yes, I relax to that. And let go as much as you can, who you are. Face things as they come up, but with a bit more unattached flow. So let it come up and just don't attach to it. I mean, that's a strong part of meditation, no matter which one, but let go, let go, let go. And so when you do that, which I feel we might walk into this brief kind of meditation now. So when you do, find your way into any meditation that you like or practice. And you start to settle. If you have anything come up that just won't shake out of your field, let go, let go, let go. And even if you have to keep whispering it to yourself until you can feel that you hit that space of the softness of your breath and your word. You want to get to that space and place where you feel nothing is holding you, but love is there. If you don't feel love in this way, just know you are surrounded by love and light beings, nothing to be afraid of or concerned of. Love and light beings, the more you allow your resonance to drop like that, where the mind hasn't got you all jagged. And if you need to, let go, let go, let go. You can speak your mind into that field of light and love awareness anytime. And be in that space for a while. As long as you want. Let go of your identity here. Let go of your name. Let go of your wishes, desires, and dreams. They might be causing strain. Fall into the crispness of your light waves. Today and always. You are special to you. You must take care of you. Let go the stress and strain. Let go the mind and brain. Let go the anxiety, the tension, worry, concern, element. Let it go. Let it go. What do you hope to achieve in this mess? Inconsiderate of your wellness. It is only with peace you will feel blessed. It is only with peace you will feel blessed. We want you all to feel blessed. It's the true nature of your beingness. Oneness with all that is.
Your oneness. Are you there yet? Have you connected? It is easy, yes? Interiorly, you're blessed. You feel this. Only you can feel this. Your chest. You're blessed. Oneness. Your chest is blessed. It's oneness. Make space. Make a place for this space. What do you want to know here? How to solve your most miraculous problems. The gifts wisdom brings. Visiting this internal being. You will find it here. You will always find it here, relying on your inner world. You will listen here. Become fond of your internal world. Well. Listen. Grow fond of. Know yourself well. Love yourself here. Come back. Again and again and again.
your space where you are well in your well. Your well keeps out the outside world. You can depend upon this well inside yourself. Build the walls of love around your space and place within that is the well of your inner being world. You will find answers there. Extraordinaire. They are. Guides, can we please clear my field? It is the constant movement in my field of Matthias. The more I go deeper, the more somehow finds his way into the same resonance of me. And I have to keep feeling this invisible presence. Oh, Christ. It's like just sways me and moves me and squeezes my feet. And is that my voice circulating? Is that my head for the next gripping? I am just so tired of this. Christ. Anyone watching, I'm sure you're well aware that this can happen at any time, as it has happened over the years, that I just can't stand someone having to suffocate my space. Learn to self-soothe. Over the past 39 minutes, which happens to be your age, did you not find peace in anything said of wisdom hitting anywhere to calm yourself? I don't want a ghost in my fucking field. It's like imbecile. All I can think of is a baby needs to be rocked, and you're not one. Learn to sit. You've sat in front of audiences in your own meditative states, bringing in the God talk. Now, what is the matter with you doing that with me? I'm not your babysitter. You're not a baby. Act your fucking age. Sit your ass beside me and let me finish this. Learn something. If anyone wants to continue, whilst I was doing that, I have a little bit more of a download working with my team to bring through whatever the frequencies can assist, the frequencies to assist. I feel like saying, Matthias, sit. like a dog, training an animal. Just sit. So too where we were, and so too for myself right now. Calm. Not that I'm not calm inside, guys. Everybody, anyone watching, I've practiced, like in my life, I've practiced enough to know the peaceful place I can depend upon that is inside. It's inside of us all. It's not just inside me because I'm special. It's because I've practiced going in. This is nourishment for our foundation. Then practice the same thing when you go into the world, that you'll take care of the fact there's a soul. We're a soul. We're not just to be pushed around as humans. We're not to let stress get a hold of us. So we've got to nourish our foundation. That becomes our life. So no one can just walk in and trample all over our foundation and say, well, you'll be doing this and you'll be doing that. And excuse me, knock, knock, knock on my space. I'm a soul. You can learn friendly space. I offer you friendly space. That's all I offer you. I offer you a friendly space. I'm not going to get into your field. I'm not going to point the finger. I'm not going to give you orders. I offer anyone in this world a friendly space. In life, in general, I will make sure in all my communications that I offer a friendly space. Now, if my friendly space gets trotted on, gets told what to do, gets bossed around, gets all sorts of different things, you will hear about it. Because anyone can go within. And so that's why I started this talk off with some of the simplest forms are the discipline of a quiet space. You might have head stuff going on, but talk yourself into the center of your being and let everything else dissolve. The more you practice this, the more you know your peace. It's eternal peace. You're visiting the earth. Don't let the earth's stuff take over you. Practice discipline. I let go, but gently. You're not disciplined. You're like discipline. Anything can go on the outside. I'm not gonna let it all get me thinking about it all the time. Bring me down. Make me tired. I'm trying to do too much to please everyone. I'm not gonna do that. I have eternal peace within me. I shall sit with the flame of that candle that never goes out. And breathe. And breathe some more. And if I find myself going to the outside world and sending my energy out there, I'm going to call myself back in, discipline-like, gently with my inner candlelight. And I'm not going anywhere till I make sure I stand up for my field. That is your commitment to your candle, to your flame, to your eternal light here. Find that peace, breed it within. This is who I am. Want for a better word than breed, but to me that just sounds like you keep going in there and standing up for who you need to be via peace. It's a strength. If I can maintain dominance in my space, want for a better word, it's not a force, it's dominance of a peaceful, nothing gets to stuff around with this. As in, the outside world might give you challenges at times. You maintain that peace, you're going to find a way through it where you won't engage, but you will listen more to the internal world via this strength. So it is like sometimes micromanaging your consciousness to make sure you are standing up for this. Because if you just keep giving your energy away to anything going on the outside, you will be one of these mind-stressed beings. Why is my life going like this? And how come nothing works out? And why aren't I getting attention for this? And why isn't that working? And all this stuff. Matthias is an example of someone hiding that very well. And this is where congruence for everybody, like he hides it well, but he's not the only one. This is the energy field, which makes them feel like it's natural and comfortable and just take medication for things. Everyone's doing it. This is just the way it is. Now, if you want change in the world, change yourself. You don't just accept it's the way it is. And then like you're pleasing the world, but on the inside, you're a fucking mess. I don't know how to calm myself. I don't know how to soothe myself. I don't know how to provide for myself because I'm always trying to please the outside. I'm not a babysitter of this shit. Learn to take responsibility of it and sit your real fucking ass beside me. So that you inhabit your world, not the world inhabiting you. I gotta figure everything out. No, you don't. Your mind's a fucking mess. That's a clear sign. You don't have to do this. Something's gotta give, so give it away, out of my sphere. I need to practice peace. Just the one word, you're going to have all different nutrients available. Don't even think or try and figure out anything else. Eat well, sleep well, talk to yourself well, exercise, be kind or friendly, whatever you like. Start off with little interactions where you are not feeling like you must give yourself out to keep people happy. No, okay? Everyone's been there, so let's touch on that. I've been there. When you got to change the way you're doing that, it's because you now have to look within and take care of self. So within your own field. That's what you got to do. So forget about others, right? Because once you've established this, this is the truth. What you're emanating out from your peace and taking care is your inner beauty. If that is free and at peace, strengthening, it will reflect back nicely. Now, don't you dare step out of yourself thinking you have to jump out of yourself again to be happy. If they're happy, then I'm happy. No. If I'm happy, I'll have happy interactions. I will attract them via people who are happy. Now, we're human. We're going to have all different things going on, but you will never disown yourself again. And, if anyone's in my life in any kind of relationship, I am very good at picking up on this power interplay. So, and a lot of the times, people may not be ready for what's said, so I can't say it. All right? And I'm not here to tell people what to do or to change them. So whatever comes naturally, I will only offer it, see if it's received. If not, no. But people give their power away like this, trying to figure out who they are. Because we've identified with keeping up with life is via our roles with everyone. not who we, you know, it's like we get to a certain age and we think this is who we are. Like anxiety. I've just got anxiety. Or I'm just this. Or, you know, and then the rest of what we consider life is the other people around us and just how we work. Yes, but there's also more elements to your own growth. Like, are you standing up and doing truthfully things that you want to do? Like, you know, there are things that we just suppress in ourselves. So you have to get to the inner, like, the switch that goes off that says, well, I'm over this. I need to actually do this for myself. Because a lot of the times we can just go by and go by and go by. And there's things we don't live. And we're just like, oh, that's because I'm this, 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 and this. So if you're unhappy or got any health issues, it's connected to this upward consciousness as to whether you are actually speaking up and living yourself fully. Because if you're not living your soul, there will be some slowed down signs and symptoms that are of what we call stress. But I don't necessarily like the word stress, because to me, stress people treat as like just the surface stuff. Oh, you look stressed. Oh, that got me stressed out. Yeah, that's surface. But are these kind of things repeating for you? Because there might be an underlying stress that could have showed up in the physical, but there will be something mental or emotional that created a physical that we call stress as well. And then we're easily triggered in life. So there's a, you know, there's a layering to us, so you can cycle into yourself via this inner peace world strengthening, so that you can fulfill yourself more and treat yourself like gold. Not, you know, unfulfilled inside, seeking praise and validating coming from the outside. It's like we learn that it's not all that, well, most of the time. So we need to learn that. It's not that. It is literally in my quiet times when I'm away from the world, what do I really want? When I have a rest from my usual whatever I'm doing, what do I really want? Now, if you bury that, then you're going to bury issues literally in your physiology. You're going to feel it in some way. And then what the world does with physical issues is say, oh yeah, I'm stressed, or oh yeah, that's because of such and such. But never do they really put to it, it's because I've got patterns that are suppressed from back around this time where I really wanted to do something, but I didn't stand up for myself. So I just kept repeating these things and these patterns in this way of life. And I'm unhealthy at the moment, and I've got time out because of my health, that I'm realizing I'm getting some like visual inspiration that says, I really want to do that, you know. But without the ill health, we wouldn't have realized we'd suppress something. So, you know, with this inner peace, I am calm, I am well, I am strong, you know, with just even like repeating 5 words like I did, like, you're just instilling the motor of your thought body, because, you know, mind, your thought body, with the graces of what you want to be, what you think you need for your motor, right? So, you know, take some time out with that. And it all happens from this inner place. And so don't be afraid to go into that, you know, in bits and pieces at times, and keep coming back to, I'm taking time out now. And so you just go away to a room or to a space you've created, you know, just with a cushion, maybe some lighting of some sort, and you just let go of the world. If you dedicate yourself to that, you'll find that inner peaceful space, and no longer and no more is it just meditation is for some people, you know. I mean, you don't have to call it meditation. You don't have to call it whatever you want. You can call it letting go of the mind. I'm going to have my letting go of the mind time. You know, you might set aside 20 minutes, 30 minutes. You might find you want to be there for like 40 minutes to an hour. That's good. Don't get up from that and say, oh, I took too long. Sorry about that. What do you need done? Or here I am now. It's like, you cherish that richness, the gold that you are. Okay, because like the gold of the earth, that's our new earth. It's us. So bring it to light more and more. Don't ever feel bad again, and enjoy yourself as much as possible as you go through changes, instilling this peace. Show the world what joy looks and feels like. Don't be afraid of that, because if anyone's gonna hate on joy keepers, just know, don't waste time on them. And really, you know, when you trigger people and you don't respond, but you keep doing what you do, they've learnt then and there in the silence of your words, in your joy example, that that's truly what they want. That's what they want for themselves. So they're going to have that frequency hit inside that says, that is what I want. They're going to leave you alone, and off they go with something for themselves, because they're going to want to attract it. You triggered it. They want it. So, you know, like when people you come up against like that, they don't need, you don't need to give up your attention to that. Okay, because you're a light, because you're in a high vibe, or you're in a happy vibe, or you're doing your thing. Not giving into that, because really they're looking to fill something. Now, don't give them yours. You've been an example. They'll find it for themselves. I don't know why that came out, but it's got to do with when you're nourishing yourself, this world hasn't experienced the higher vibes so much. It's like only if you have money are you seem to be like the most pleased or something, the most happiest or something. But it literally is not about that at all, because, well, I know I've walked the path, and plenty of other people have walked the path too, that I've had some of the easiest, joyful times that have been immense for the fact that I don't engage in lower vibration. I don't engage it. So if I'm without something, I'll find something to enjoy still. Anyway. Don't engage lower vibrations, keep raising your vibration, because no matter what anyone in this world says, we're all entitled to feel whatever we want to feel. Yeah, it's like when you're, you know, when you're strengthening, you may come across challenges where people don't want you to change. And it's just a natural byproduct, really. You could look at people who are still in lower vibrations as, well, that's what we're coming out of. So you can walk away, okay? You can be polite. You can do whatever requires of your peaceful, well, I don't have to put up with this shit. So you just walk away, you know? Because I'm not letting anyone mess with my inner world. This is who I am. Cool. All right. It's 1 hour and 1 minute. Just about at 2 minutes. So I'm going to finish there, everybody. I'm sure I've given enough of a serve on love, light, and standing up for the true laws, which is you vibrate whatever you want and you'll attract that. Go for it. Much love and light to all. Bye for now.